Hi, my name is Bente, I'm the Norse Witch, and I will try weekly vlogging now. I don't really know how this will work. That's a little disclaimer. I will just try it. Like, this is a trial week. I will just try it this week and we will see what happens. Because the thing is, of course, a lot of people who usually weekly vlog don't have like a normal 9-to-5 job, and I do. So when I vlog on a normal work day, 10 hours of that day I won't be able to vlog because in the mornings I just get ready for work and then I work. So most of my vlogging in the middle of the week will be in the evenings. You can already get used to very dim lighting in the videos because I very much dislike bright lights in my apartment. So the vlogs will probably, for the majority of the time, be pretty dark, at least while it's still winter. In summer, of course, that will change if I end up keeping it up with the weekly vlogging. But yeah, apart from that, they will probably be pretty dark. And you can also already get used to my naked face because normally it's very rare that I do my makeup in the mornings before work, because why should I? It's a waste of time. I don't want to pretend to always do my makeup just for vlogging, so I will just vlog without makeup when I don't have makeup on, and when I wear loungy clothes I will keep them on for the vlog, so they will be very real because I simply don't have the time to pretend like I'm perfect, and also I don't think that anyone wants to see that. We will see how this goes, but I will do my best. Daily stuff isn't that exciting, but who cares? So today is actually one day after a full moon. Yesterday was a full moon. We had a very nice full moon ritual with the coven and just had some general class for the dedicants. I enjoy our coven days so much because like we work together so well, our energies work together so well, and whenever we do small rituals it feels very powerful and nobody judges, or yeah, there's no reason to feel weird, and that's awesome because I have social anxiety, so it's awesome to have a group of people with whom I can just be myself without that much social anxiety. Yeah, that also means that I got home pretty late yesterday. I mean, I also had a YouTube day yesterday because it was Sunday. Sundays are my YouTube work days. I didn't really do anything apart from that for the full moon, but I still really want to make 2 oils for my shop. A like kind of bad bitch energy self-love oil because it's a full moon in Leo, so of course, and a creativity boost oil. So I guess that is what we will do next. Alright, so first up on the list, of course, if we want to make an oil, we have to plan it. I guess I want to start with the self-confidence oil because I already know at least 2 ingredients that I would want to add to it. So I definitely want to use, of course, rose petals. So that is kind of an obvious one, but I also really want to add hibiscus to it. But apart from that, I haven't really decided yet. So that is where the handy dandy encyclopedia of magical herbs comes in. If you don't have that yet, get it. It's such a classic. The only problem I have with this is that I feel like it has a section where you can look up your magical intention for whatever you're doing, and then you have a list of herbs that correspond with that intention. The problem is that I feel like a lot of these intentions are pretty aged. I doubt that I will find anything about self-love. Love, definitely. Love divination, love spells to break. Yeah, but not self-love. Oh yay, hibiscus is in here, so my intuition was right. I feel like I want something hot because it's not a love oil, it's not for a relationship kind of love or a family friendship kind of love. It's a self-love that should make you feel very self-confident. So it's kind of a mashup between self-love and self-confidence. I think I have settled on rose petals, hibiscus, what did I say, cinnamon, clove, and vanilla, and I think I will dodge the ginger idea. I think that could work. Let's do that. And now I will do the same thing for creativity. I don't feel like it's very interesting seeing me work through books, so I will see you as soon as I have figured out which herbs I want to use for the creativity oil. Alrighty, let's make these oils. Cheap hack, by the way. Use leftover yogurt glasses. I always really like crushing the herbs myself when I make oils, because while I'm crushing the herbs, I can put my intention into them. That actually looks pretty fucking good to me. Alrighty, I just finished making the 2 oils. Oop, here they are. This is the self-confidence bad bitch oil. And this is the creativity oil. They already look very different, but they feel good. They smell good. Especially the love oil, I think it will smell amazing with the cinnamon and rose and vanilla and cloves. This one will be interesting because it's a wild mix with, oh yeah, I didn't even tell you what I put in here. Star anise, rosemary, peppermint, ginger, and lemongrass. So this is kind of a wild mix, but for a creativity oil, that makes a lot of sense in my opinion. And I will just let them marinate now for 6 weeks. Move them from time to time, and then they will hit the shop. I always make sure that the oils process very, very long so that everything that can be soaked up from the herbs will be soaked up. So that is definitely what I wanted to do for the full moon. I need to go for a run. I'm not very excited about it, but if you struggle with exercising, definitely start linking it to something that you really enjoy, that you basically only do while exercising. For example, I mainly only listen to witchy podcasts when I go for a run, and that very much motivates me to do it because I actually start looking forward to it, because I know when I'm exercising, when I'm going for a run, I will be allowed to listen to some of my favorite creators, which is great. So I guess I will do that now. Of course, I won't take you with me because you don't want to see me sweat. That's not very attractive. But a short reminder for that: if you're not very into exercising, make it into an offering. I always kind of link exercising to both my ancestors and Thor. To Thor for obvious reasons, because he's the fit one. But I also link it to my ancestors because I feel like they would want me to stay healthy. I feel like through my body and anything I do with my body, I can connect to my ancestors. So everything that I can do with my body is a great offering for my ancestors. So if you don't want to exercise, maybe make it into a offering that you do regularly. Your ancestors will definitely love that as an offering because, as I said, they want you to be healthy. So yeah, I'll see you later. Alright, so I'm done exercising. I took a nice shower And now I'm all shiny and red. I think it's 11:30 p.m. now. And I definitely still want to give an offering to Freyr. I am currently trying to establish some kind of offering routine, because now that I am working with / worshipping six deities plus my ancestors, I just need a routine. I get overwhelmed with regular offerings for all of them, so I kind of want to try to dedicate one day to each of them, and to at least give them some kind of small offering, even if it's just water or incense or something like that. And yeah, today is Monday. I decided that Monday would be Freyr's day. Of course, it would be Friday, but since I work with Freyr and Freya, I have to decide who gets the Friday. So I decided that Freyr would get Monday and Freya gets Friday. So, since it's Monday, and I actually have something small that I want to give to him as an offering, let's do that. Alright, this is a very fucking weird angle, but one thing I also like to do now on the days where I give an offering to one of the deities or to the ancestors is to just check in with them and see whether they would like to communicate, whether they have something they want to tell me. So it's very fucking basic. I basically just ask them like, Freyr, do you have anything that you want to tell me right now? Do you have something that you want to communicate with me about? Anything that you want me to do, maybe a request for an offering? Is there anything that you want to communicate to me right now? If yes, then please give me a tarot card that signifies the yes, or otherwise a no, but please just one card. Alright. Knight of Swords, that would definitely be a yes. Temperance. I mean, I would personally interpret that as a yes because of the Knight of Swords. Like, the Knight of Swords is always a message coming in, or like some kind of travel and movement and stuff. So I would interpret this as a yes. And now I have kind of the option, do I want to ask what he wants to communicate, or do I just randomly shuffle and see what comes up and try to interpret that? Let's just do it randomly. Freyr, what is it that you want to tell me right now? Alright, the Eight of Cups and the... Ooh! Ouch! The Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords? That is strange, because both is leaving something behind. Like the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind that doesn't serve you anymore. And the Three of Swords is missing something, and heartbreak and sadness and grief. And being like separated from something. If he wants to tell me now that he does not actually want to work with me anymore, that would be very fucking sad. But we'll see. Okay, I ended up confirming more and more that Freyr apparently hasn't left, but he basically said that our relationship will not get deeper than just a worshipping practice. So I asked, and I am allowed to like keep his candle and his little statue on my deity altar and stuff, and of course I can give him offerings from time to time, but it will not get deeper than that, because I already have too much going on, which actually makes a lot of sense. It's funny because in the beginning of the vlog, or I don't know, in the middle, I have no clue, I already said that I feel kind of overwhelmed with all of the spirits that I'm working with. So it's kind of sad, funny sad that Freyr actually confirmed that, and because of that decided that our relationship will not get deeper than it is right now. But of course it happens while I'm filming a vlog. Of course. But well, with that being said, I think I will just read a little bit. It's now 1:30, so I really have to go to bed, but I still want to read a little bit, because I think if I go to bed now, I will just dream weird stuff, or I won't be able to go to sleep maybe, so I will just read a little bit and then I will go to bed. See you tomorrow. Alright, hi! It's Tuesday, which means that it's order shipping day for my shop. I always do that Tuesdays and Fridays, and since I've been working on my shop for the past... oh, I don't even need this. Since I've been working on my shop for the past like 4 weeks or so to adjust tax stuff and everything around that, I haven't had to ship orders for at least 3 weeks. So I'm not used to this anymore. We will see how well this goes, or how unwell this goes. Especially since when I worked on a lot of stuff for the shop, I also adjusted some stuff. I got rid of my Etsy shop. So now I only have my Shopify shop left. So everything has changed a little bit. So I have to do everything a little bit differently, which will be interesting. For example, I don't have to write my invoices myself anymore, which is amazing, because that means I don't have to do that much manual work, which means everything will go a little bit faster, which is great. I love that for me. But that also means I have to be really careful now to do everything correctly. Alrighty, so I am exhausted. Tuesdays aren't my favorite. After 8 hours of working my normal 9 to 5 and then 2.5 hours of shipping orders, I finally had dinner now and just watched an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race and just chilled a little bit because, as I said, I am exhausted right now. I definitely still want to do something witchy. I kind of feel bad whenever I just lie on the couch watching TV all evening. It is totally fine to do that. I don't want to say that that's wrong, but for some reason I just feel, I don't know, I always feel like I'm wasting my time when I do that because, why actually? I mean, I guess because I have so little me time that I always feel like I have to use it well. And how can I use it well? Learning. But yeah, since I am extremely exhausted, I think I'll just catch up on Scandinavian folk magic classes and read, probably. I also definitely want to give an offering to Hell, because today's Tuesday and I decided that Tuesdays would be Hell's days. I mean, now that Freyr doesn't need a day anymore, I guess Hell's day will be Mondays, so that I don't have to do it on Tuesdays when I work so long. But yeah, that will be beginning next week, so I definitely want to give Hell some time and a little small offering. I don't have anything special, just water and incense, but still I just want to give her some attention, some very small offerings, and communicate a little bit if she wants to. But yeah, for now I think I just want to listen to my Scandinavian folk magic teacher and take some notes and chill, because yeah, I definitely can't do anything exhausting or energy consuming today because I just want to sleep. And I know I'll have to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow and it's already 11 p.m. So I would actually have to go to sleep now, but I don't want to, so I won't. So I will hate myself tomorrow. But well, I will I will take my Scandinavian folk magic class now. Wow, this was a long class. It's now nearly 1 a.m. and I have to get up at 7 a.m. Ooh, I will be dead tomorrow. But yeah, I said to myself that I would give an offering to Hell, and I also still have to at least meditate for like 5 minutes. So let's quickly do that and go to bed. Oh my, I am so fucking exhausted. Oh, I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, that will be awful. Hi. It's Wednesday. I am in my ugly ass but very warm sweater thingy. So please don't come at me. I know it's ugly, but it's very warm and I'm very cold. So I needed it. I have had such a stressful day. I came to work at 8 a.m. and I had meetings from 9 a.m. up to 4:30 p.m. when I finished. Meetings all day, like one meeting after another. Ooh, that was stressful, but as you probably saw, I went to my favorite cafe afterwards and continued reading the wonderful book that I'm reading at the moment. And yeah, I actually have quite some time now, like relatively much time. I'm not really used to not having to do anything in the evening. So the fact that I was able to like sit at a cafe for 1.5 hours after work to just read, and then just came back home and just cleaned up a little bit, 8, and now it's 10:30, and I don't really have to do anything anymore. That is luxury for me. That is luxury. That is so much time. I have 3 hours. I have 3 hours to myself. That doesn't happen often, so I am very happy. So I thought that maybe I could continue working through a book that I've already read, which is my handy dandy Trolldom book, which is amazing. Shout out to Johannes Björn Godback, who's also the person I'm taking a course from, so he's great. Definitely get his book. But the thing is, as you see, I have quite a lot to work through because I have started reading books differently. Usually I was either reading a book and not taking any notes from it, or I would read a book and then while I'm reading it I would take notes, because otherwise I would forget. I can't read a book and then just write the stuff down after reading the book. I can't, because my memory is too bad. I have to basically write it down in the moment that I'm reading it. But I have started actually... Ooh, I'm doing bad things. I'm using marker now in my books and using these sticky note thingies so that I can just have a very nice time, just relaxed, reading the book, marking while I'm reading it, which takes much less time than taking notes while reading. And the thing is that whenever I had to take notes while reading, I would just read another book that I don't have to take notes on, so I would end up not reading the books that I would want to read, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to sit there with a book and a notebook. So this method is working really well for me, but that means that I always have to, while I'm reading another book, work through the previous book. And I have actually now 2 books that I have read, which I need to work through, like work through all of the passages that I've marked, and yeah, see what I have to write down, which will be a lot. If I want to learn, I have to write things down, otherwise I will forget either way. So yeah, I guess let's do that, because today I have the time to actually work through this for like an hour or 2. So let's do that, but first I need some tea. Alrighty, 1.5 hours later, and I'm done. I don't want to anymore. I actually ended up chatting with Ella on Silverfern Crystal's live stream a lot. But still, I managed to write down, I think, 2.5 pages, so I'm quite fine with that. But actually, I'm starving again. Like, how am I starving again? It's like 11:30 p.m. How am I starving? I guess I will now, like, since it's Wednesday, Odin's Day, I will give a very small offering to Odin very quickly, meditate. Basically the stuff that I do every day. Like, is it not extremely boring to watch me do the same thing every day? But yeah, I will give an offering to Odin, meditate very quickly, and then I guess I will make a sandwich and and watch another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race because I'm kind of tired and I can't be bothered doing anything productive anymore. So let's do that. Hi! Alrighty, so it's Thursday evening, it is 10:30 p.m. I actually quit work pretty early today, but within like 5 minutes after quitting work, I got a migraine. And I actually caught it happening within these 5 minutes, crazy. So I had to take an hour nap, and then I had to get dinner and stuff and wait for the meds to kick in. I now got like proper meds for my migraine, so I'm not just taking painkillers, but I got proper triptans and stuff. I actually had a neurologist appointment today, which is pretty funny that I'm getting a migraine on the day of my neurologist appointment. But the good thing is that now that I have the proper medication, I can get going like 2 hours after taking my medication. It's not completely 100% gone afterwards. I'm still, like, one of the major things that happens whenever I have a migraine is that I'm just dead tired. Like, dead tired. And that definitely doesn't go away from the meds. So I've just been exhausted and resting a lot. That's also why I'm in my fuzzy warm, actually full-on pants and hoodie again. Yeah, and that is why I haven't filmed until now. I actually planned on not filming at all, but I'm feeling a little bit better after having some food, watching a lot of Drag Race and resting. And I actually have 2 important things to do because one, last Saturday actually, I reopened my shop after I had to close it for a month because I had to update a lot of tax stuff. But yeah, I was finally able to relaunch on Saturday, and actually before that I asked Thor because I thought I actually never really ask anything of my deities, the deities that I work with mainly. I never ask anything of them really. So I thought, why don't I ask Thor to make sure that the relaunch goes well and that I make some money, because of course if you have your shop closed for a month, I still had to pay everything that I have to pay monthly, like for all of the software that I use and stuff. So my bank account was pretty empty at the end of the month. So I thought I would ask Thor to help me, and I promised him a proper meal as an offering. Like, normally I like to give him food as offerings. He seems to really like that, but usually I give him some of my food, or like just something small and not like a whole proper meal, because also like I'm not a person who gives an offering of food and then consumes it themselves. I will share my food and then eat with the deity or the spirit, but I don't really like consuming the offering that I gave to the deity. So I usually don't really give like a whole proper meal as an offering, but I thought this is a big thing that I ask of him. So I promised him to give him a whole proper meal as an offering if he does it. And he delivered. It went very, very well, the relaunch. I'm very happy about it. So I said I would do it within a week. And I thought today is Thursday, which is Thursday, of course. So I would give him the offering today. And that is why we're in my kitchen. I actually planned on ordering him some food, because normally he seems to really like getting some like greasy food, like burgers and fries and stuff like that. But it's kind of funny. I was totally up to spend a big amount of money on like ordering food for him, but I asked him what he wanted to do, and after I asked him, I just saw pasta, yeah, with some kind of tomato sauce, which is funny because actually I got some tomato sauce today. I mean, it's a ready-made one, so it's not like fancy. I don't cook. That's also why I usually don't give meals, like proper meals to deities, because I don't cook. But yeah, I guess we will make dinner for a deity today. I was just watching the clip back that I just filmed, and I wanted to tell you the 2 things that I have to do today, but I talked about the one thing and then forgot about the second. I love my bad memory. So while the water is heating up and my pot is making noises, yeah, the second thing that I needed to do today. Today is Thursday, which means it's Jupiter's day, which means today is Money Bowl day. So yeah, I guess I will also show you what I do with my money bowl. Money bowl work is always on Thursdays. I know some people like to do it on Fridays, but I actually prefer doing money workings with Jupiter and on Thursdays. So would you shut up, please? Is there water underneath you? Yes, there is. Okay. The pot is wet, like the bottom of the pot is wet, so it's making sizzling noises, and it's annoying. But yeah, I need to also work my money bowl today. Alright, while the pasta is cooking, I want to quickly talk about something, because I always feel like social media makes us think that everyone's practice is so perfect and everyone practices daily and is never lazy and never has to take a break and everything seems perfect. But in reality, that's just not the case. And I realize right now, for example, that even though I took meds and my headaches, for example, are gone, my body is still exhausted. That's the thing. When I have migraines, my body will stay exhausted even if I take pain meds and stuff. So for example, I initially planned on going for a run today, but my heart is racing just standing up cooking right now. So I know that that will definitely not happen. And I was about to beat myself up for it because, yeah, I tend to do that. I need my routines and I have very high standards for myself. And if I am not able to meet them for whatever reason, I tend to be very, very unkind to myself about it. Which, if one of my friends was in the same situation, I would never tell them that they're lazy or, I don't know, that they're disappointed in them. So, yeah, what I'm basically getting at is, if you for some reason have to take a break, may it be for a day, 2 days, a week, a month, whatever reason, because I don't know, you have migraines like me, or you're chronically ill, or you have mental health struggles that you're going through, and you have to take a break from your practice and you can't do the things that you were planning on doing, that is totally fine and you should not feel bad about it. Please don't beat yourself up, because it is fine. It is so fine. Nobody should feel bad about resting when they need rest. Well, shit. I'm such a good cook, as you can see. There's a reason why my boyfriend does the cooking around here. That may have been too little sauce. But well, not everyone drowns their noodles in sauce, right? Alrighty, the offering has been given. I have relaxed for like half an hour because, wow, I'm nauseous and I'm feeling sick. Migraines are fun. But yeah, this is the last thing that I will do for today, and then I will just maybe read a little bit and get to bed because, ooh, no. But yeah, money bowl. I have a whole proper video on how I made my money bowl, and in that video I went into how I work it a little bit, I think. Hey, excuse me, would you want to light up? Excuse me. Yeah. But yeah, I think I went into it a little bit, but not that much. But yeah, this is my fun little money bowl. It has a little sieve on it where I can use cinnamon sticks as incense. That is very handy, and I have a little candle in here. So the first thing that I always do is, of course, I will take something out of the bowl and I will add something into the bowl. Since today I am not very motivated and not very creative, I will just take out some money that's in there. Ooh. This and this. But of course you could add into it and put into it whatever you associate with money. So I could also, like, if I don't want to put money into it right now, I could add herbs or crystals, or cowrie shells are pretty popular. Basically whatever you associate with money. I also had this little Fehu rune in there at some point. So really whatever you associate with money. I've taken some out. Now I will add some money. This and this and this. Just some random money. Put that in there. And well, normally I would do that while chanting. I wrote a chant for working my money bowl, but yeah, I don't share my chants. So I will do that right now without the chant, and then I will chant while the candle's burning, because usually I would be like in a very light trance while doing this, but it will still work. So the next thing I always do is I add 2 of my herbs, success oil and money oil. 3 drops each into the candle. I don't add it into the bowl itself because I don't want everything to get greasy and to like get moldy or anything, so I just add it to the candle, and that works very fucking well. So I added that. Now we light the candle. Perfect. I always have to use these sexy little aluminum thingies that I made, because I can't put the sieve on there without these spacers, because otherwise I will, yeah, the candle will go out because there's not enough oxygen in there, but like this it works. Boop, pop the sieve up there, and now we will add some cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon is very much associated with prosperity and success and luck and stuff like that. So using it as an incense is great. Alright, I pop that up there. And because it's over the candle flame, it will get hot, and the cinnamon, it doesn't really smoke, luckily, but the cinnamon smell is basically all around the room afterwards, and I love that. It's already starting to smell like cinnamon. Oh, it's heavenly. Oop. Alright, I think that's enough. And now I will chant over the candle, basically, over the money bowl, over the candle, to put a little bit of my own energy into it, to charge it up, to wake it up. That is basically how I work my money bowl. Of course, as I said, normally I would be in a late trance while doing that because I would chant all of the time while putting stuff into the bowl, getting stuff out of the bowl, lighting the candle, everything I would do while chanting. But of course I can't tell you what I'm doing like that, so. Hey, good morning. It's Friday, and that means I can actually film in the morning instead of in the evening, because I don't work my normal 9 to 5 on Fridays. Friday are my shop days, and that means I have to make stuff. And today I will actually start out with making 7-day candles, because when I reopened, I got 2 orders for custom candles. So, of course, I have to make them. I won't just make 2 candles, because my process of making my 7-day candles is quite time-consuming, energy-consuming, and water-consuming. So I always make 6 at a time. So, of course, I have to think of which 6 candles I want to make apart from, or which 4 candles to make apart from the 2 that I have to make. The first one is quite easy to do, but the second one, I offer a service that if you want a deity candle, for example, a specific one, or a specific candle for an intention, that you can just tell me the deity or the intention or the spirit, and I will pick the herbs and crystals and color that it will come in. So this one is one of those, and it is for Mari, and I have no clue about this deity. That will be interesting. Let's research this deity, I guess. The good thing is that I recently got this book, the complete book of correspondences, so maybe it has something about this deity. Otherwise I'll have to retreat to do research on the internet. Nope, not even in this book. Okay. Internet research it is. That's the first time that I had to research a deity that I have never heard of. Mari, goddess, also called, I have no clue how to pronounce that. It's the goddess of the Basques. She is married to the god Sugar. Legends connect her to the weather. When she and Maju travel together, hail will fall. Her departures from her cave will be accompanied by storms and droughts, and which cave she lives in at different times will determine dry or wet weather. Wet when she is in Anboto, dry when she is elsewhere. Other places where she is said to dwell include the chasms of Murumendi, the cave of... I won't even attempt to pronounce that. Mari lives underground, normally in a cave in a high mountain, where she and her consort meet every Friday to conceive the storms that will bring fertility. Okay, so she's also associated with fertility. Oh, personification of the earth. She may have been worshipped in association with another deity. Dressed in red, she's also seen as a woman of fire, woman tree, and thunderbolt. Fire. She's basically connected to all 4 elements, which doesn't really make it easier, but I guess I will focus on her being the personification of the earth, because it seems like that is what most sources are about, I guess, like weather and the earth. So I will make it kind of earthy, but I guess I will include her being depicted as wearing a red dress, maybe, with making the candle red. I will definitely have earthy herbs and crystals. I mean, of course they're all earth, but what I mean is maybe crystals like moss agate or landscape jasper or things like that that are very, very earth heavy. Especially the landscape jasper kind of makes me think of the cave, so that already makes a lot of sense. Maybe we could put aventurine in there for the fertility. Let us add that. Aventurine. I'm kind of intuitively leaning towards rosemary and peppermint for the air aspect, especially the peppermint. I feel like that's good. Now I have kind of the weather, storm, air aspect. I have the cave, I have the red dress and the fire, and I also have the fertility and the earth goddess aspect. Great! Let's make candles. Woo! Making these candles for me is always a huge process. Because the thing is, I want to make sure that everything that I sell in my shop is sustainably and ethically sourced. The issue is that in Germany it's hard enough to find 7-day candles as it is, but if you want sustainable 7-day candles and not like paraffin trash, you won't find anything at all, and especially not wholesale. The thing is, I finally found ethically and sustainably sourced 7-day candles, which are actually fair trade and made from sustainable soy wax, which is amazing. But the thing is, they only come in white, and the others, like they have, for example, my wholesaler has black candles, but they are scented, and I don't want them to be scented. So what most other shops can do, who don't give a fuck about sustainability and ethical sourcing, they can just take already colored candles, like a candle in red, and then they can just melt the top and put herbs and crystals in it. I can't do that because I only have white candles, so I have to hand color every single candle that I make, which is a lot of work because that means I have to melt this whole candle. And it takes a long time to do that. The good thing about that, though, is that I have the huge advantage that I can add herbs and crystals to the bottom of the candle too. Of course, if you only take the colored candle and then melt the top and then just add stuff on top, you won't have any herbs or crystals at the bottom of the candle, which then in turn means I don't have to put as many herbs on the top of the candle. So less risk of the candle just having a huge, extremely huge flame. I legit just spent like an hour and a half just putting together orders because there were so many herbs and incense blends and stuff, and I always pack them in these little baggies. And if you do that with a lot of herbs and a lot of incense blends and you have to make the incense blends, then it takes you a while. But let me show you the orders. So first of all, we have some organic frankincense incense sticks, an obsidian scrying mirror, amazonite, a little obsidian raven skull. Then we have like a shit ton of crystals, a psychic boost oil, some herbs and incense blends. This one is my favorite incense blends. It's so cozy. It has like cacao nibs and ginger and orange peel and cinnamon and stuff. It's amazing. Some incense accessories, sand and a little incense holder, a custom tea light candle set for Loki, and again some herbs. And look at this, like this is all just individual little packages of herbs. It's a lot. And some tiny little crystals, but woo, that was a lot of herbs and incense blends to pack. Hi! It is Saturday evening now, or I should rather say Sunday morning, because it's like 2 a.m. I didn't film anything yesterday evening anymore because my boyfriend came over and we had a nice Friday evening and an even nicer, very chill Saturday full of nature documentaries and playing board games, drinking tea and eating cake and reading and taking long naps. So that was very nice, but of course I won't vlog when he's here because I doubt that he would be comfortable being filmed. So of course, out of respect, I did not. But yeah, now it's Saturday evening and I actually went for a walk. I went for a run and showered. That is why I am very shiny right now. I am all oiled up. But before I go to bed, I want to do the usual, give an offering and meditate and communicate. Today is Saturday, which means that for me personally it is Loki's day. And the funny thing is, last Saturday actually, when I went to get some groceries, I saw this. This is a licorice schnapps, basically. And I saw this and I had to get it for him as an offering. I felt like he wanted it, so I got it. So I will give this to him as an offering now, and probably one of my farting incense cones, which he finds hilarious and which I find hilarious. And yeah, then I will just meditate and try to communicate with him quickly, and then I will go to bed because tomorrow is YouTube day. So I have to get up not too early, but since it's 2 a.m. already, basically I have to wake up pretty early. I already have only like 7.5 hours of sleep left. So let's get going. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. Today is YouTube work day. I already got ready, as you can see. I wish I would always look like this, but I don't. But yeah, I already got ready and I actually let my patrons decide what I should film. And let's see what they decided on. they decided on the gods and gender. Nice. I got them, I gave them the decision between how to write a spell, ethics in witchcraft, and the gods and gender. And my patrons decided on the gods and gender, which is an interesting topic. So yeah, I guess I will write a script now, then I will film. Of course I can't film myself while filming because I need this camera to film. But yeah, then I will film and then I only have to edit that video, and I also want to start on editing this vlog that I will finish today. So let's do that. Alrighty, script written, video filmed. Now I can have breakfast, finally, because I'm starving. And I think, even though it's very wet outside, I really want to go for a quick little walk. Yeah, I need that. Alrighty, it's quite a lot later. I ended up editing the new video as well as this vlog for quite some hours. Then I had dinner. Then I was actually interviewed by Mavius Lynn for her channel. If you don't know her channel yet, check it out. And that was very, very nice. Then, what did I do? Oh yeah, I went for a run. I did some yoga, did some chores, showered. That is why I'm naked-faced again. And yeah, I still have to do some stuff. It is now midnight, but I still plan on writing a short article for Patreon concerning Scandinavian folk magic and the pre-Christian elements in Scandinavian folk magic, because I personally think that's very interesting. So I will do that, I guess. And afterwards I will tend to my ancestor altar, because Sundays are for my ancestors, not for any deities. So I will have a little chat with them. I usually do, yeah, when I talk to my ancestors, I generally just tell them what's going on in my life, kind of try to get some things off my chest if I have to. Just, yeah, chat a little bit how you would do it if you would call your grandma every Sunday. Alrighty everyone, I had a nice little talk with my ancestors. I meditated for a little bit, I gave them a small offering of water, and that will be it for today because it's 1 a.m. and I am very tired, so I will go to bed now. And since it's Sunday, that means that this is also the end of my first weekly vlog. Please tell me in the comments if you liked it or not, if it was actually interesting, because I just feel like I do basically the same thing every single day. So I have no clue if it's interesting for you to watch that. If you like it, I guess I will keep weekly vlogging. I definitely won't do it every week, but more often than now. So yeah, definitely tell me in the comments. Before I end this video though, as always, a Patreon shout out. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Christopher, Glacier, Gael, Nat, The Court Jester, Fabienne, Tamimi, Bresky, Jella, JB, Tim, Anna, Qboard, Laura, Kristen, John, Ivy, Phoenix, Anton, Noemi, Jenny, Tyler, Els, Maggie, Betty, Misty, Tiffany, Amy, Colette, Tell, Timothy, Coffee, or the Honorary Gossip Squirrel, Bjorn, and Ash. And as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And of course, check out all of my other socials for my other shenanigans. I'm annoying you everywhere. Of course, you can also check out my online shop for sustainably and ethically sourced witchcraft and paganism tools. And if you want to support my channel, then you can check out my Patreon. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!